Enterprise Service Management, or ESM. It's this approach of leveraging the best practices, the ideas, and the tooling of ITSM and spreading it out across the business, just basically repeating it so that other departments that are doing customer service can take advantage of those ideas and best practices. One of those departments is HR. And it's one thing to do reporting on ticket status, on how you're performing against your SLAs, or how well you're working against your backlog of tickets. But here I wanted to show 4 reports that can help an HR department with their employee onboarding. So you'll see here, the first one is a gauge chart. It's one of our newer charts that was just released into the product, and very simple data entry in the parameters. The project key, the field we're going to use is employment type, the employee onboarding issue type, as well as unresolved issues only. And this is going to give me a few linear gauges. So it's going to give me a linear gauge for part-time, full-time, and contractors. So you see contract, full-time, part-time, the number of tickets that we have open. So these are the number of employees that we're onboarding currently. And then you'll see the expanded view here. I can click and I can get the values along with the ticket count percentage with hyperlink. So I can click on the hyperlink. It'll take me to the issue itself. The next one is a grid. So this is an idea of our in-context report. So what's nice about VisualScript is you can do your charting as well as your in-context. So this gauge would be an example of one of our charts. Grid is an in-context report. So what we want to report on here is the different employment types, contract, full-time, part-time, but we want to add something to it. We want to add the location. So where are we onboarding these employees? So simple data entry again, project key. Horizontal field is going to be employment type. Vertical field will be the employee location right here. And then we're going to do unresolved issues only. So you'll see that right there. I just run this report. It's going to give me a grid, and I should see a shape per employee that we're onboarding, that we're currently actively onboarding, by location and by employment type. So you'll see contract, full-time, part-time, location, London, New York, San Diego. You'll see the number of full-time employees in London that we're onboarding, 3. The number of full-time or part-time employees that we're onboarding in New York, 3. And then you'll see down here, the number of employees that we're onboarding that are full-time in San Diego. There's the 4 right there. So it gives you a lot of different data points to include status and everything for the people that we're onboarding by their employment type, by location. Another one of the charts that we have in VisualScript right now is our pie chart. So you'll see, I want to report on the number of people that we're onboarding by job title. So again, very simple data entry, project key, job title field, employee onboarding, unresolved only. Running this report, it's going to give me just a nice looking pie chart. Each wedge will be the job title. So you'll see my job titles here in the legend. I get a wedge per job title. So if I hover over this 23%, it's going to show me that I have 3 software engineers, 23% of the pie that we're onboarding. I get the expanded view as well. Each job title, number of tickets with hyperlink. And then finally is an in-context report that we're currently building into the product. It should be out really soon. And it's this idea of a standard timeline. And we want to do a timeline here to show the number of people we're onboarding by start date. So you'll see project key start date field, which is a field that comes with Jira Service Desk HR template. Employee onboarding and unresolved issues only. Running this report, it's going to give me just a nice little bubble timeline. And each one of the shapes is going to represent the number of issues that we have or the number of people that we're onboarding by date. So you'll see that run right across the timeline here. Gives you just an idea to forecast how we're doing based on start date. When do we have people coming and starting so that we can start onboarding them? And then you have the expanded view here. It gives you the start dates and the issues with hyperlink. So that concludes the demo of just 4 different reports that can help out an HR department with their onboarding progress and status reporting. So thank you.